Recently, new details about Squid Game Season 3 were revealed. Some are quite sad, but others are quite curious and tell us a lot about the actors in the series. That's what we'll talk about here. Today on Charlietales, we'll review new curiosities and secrets from Squid Game Season 3. Ready? Let's begin. The first curiosity connects with Season 2. In the doll game, Gi-hun asked everyone to form lines. This served so that the players in the front could protect those behind. The interesting thing is that in this scene, we can see player 120 protecting Namgyu and the YouTuber player. This is a sad irony, because these two characters would end their lives in the maze game. The director predicted everything from the beginning. In the jump rope game, a guy appeared who tried to throw all the players crossing the bridge. His plan was to eliminate them, so that there would be no more participants. In this situation, Gi-hun intervened to save them. The interesting thing is that if we check, the players Gi-hun saved were the same ones he would face later in the grand finale. They're all from the old man's team. They even attacked Gi-hun and the baby, despite him helping them. This makes me think the director didn't put random players in the grand finale, but specifically selected people Gi-hun saved. And he did it as a message that human beings are treacherous and disloyal. In the jump rope game, we can see that Namgyu's legs are shaking. Many thought this was because he was suffering from drug withdrawal symptoms. But the truth is, no. Namgyu does this when he feels very afraid. This can only be seen in a deleted scene from Season 2. In this scene, we see Namgyu in the pentathlon game. He had to spin the top, but kept failing. Here we see how Namgyu's legs shake out of fear of failure. And in this scene, he wasn't suffering from withdrawal symptoms. Namgyu's shaky legs are a characteristic of his character, but much of this was deleted from the series. Many wonder how production created the baby of player 222. The most obvious answer is CGI, but recently the production confirmed that it wasn't just special effects. They also used a hyper-realistic robot that moved just like a real baby. By combining this robot with CGI, they achieved the result we saw. But why didn't they ever use a real baby? There are several explanations. Firstly, because obviously it would have been too dangerous to shake a baby in risky scenes. But it was also because in Korea, the laws for using infants so small are very strict. That's why we can't even see a real baby in simple scenes without any danger. The only time a real baby was used is when the police officer receives her. This was possible because several months had passed, and the laws are more flexible with older babies. Recently, Netflix released an interview with the series director, Hwang Dong-hyuk. Here he revealed to us that the ending of Season 3 was going to be very different. Gi-hun was not going to die. According to the director, in the original ending, Gi-hun managed to win the games and leave the island. After this, he would go to the United States to look for his daughter and reunite with her. Basically, the director is telling us that Gi-hun was supposed to take the place of the frontman in these final scenes. In addition, the director also confirms that Gi-hun was the one who should meet the American recruiter. Gi-hun would be confident, living a happy life, but his peace would be broken when he discovered that the games still continue around the world. So the original ending was somewhat similar to what we saw in the Season 1 finale with Gi-hun at the airport. But why was this ending scrapped? According to the director, the main reason was that from his perspective, Gi-hun's journey had already concluded over the course of 3 seasons. The protagonist had already gone through many adventures and faced the facets of human reality. Gi-hun saved people, made mistakes, and even killed with his own hands. At this point, the best way to end his story was by sacrificing his life for someone defenseless like the baby. Basically, the director is saying Gi-hun's story ended. There was no need to stretch it further. The series production warned us long ago who the finalists of the tournament would be. As soon as Season 2 ended, this poster with the players was revealed. And if we look below Gi-hun, player 333 and the pregnant player are placed. Many theorized that the poster was warning us about the finalists. The theory was born because this poster was identical to one released in Season 1. As you can see, here is Gi-hun from Season 1, and below are Sang-woo and Se-byok, who were also finalists. Fans have since linked both posters to create the theory, and now we know it came true. And I repeat, this poster came out as soon as Season 2 ended. Since then, Netflix spoiled everything for us. Before the finals, the frontman made the decision that the baby of player 222 would also count as a player. This decision was controversial, but the interesting thing is that it was predicted since Season 2. In the carousel game, the frontman was on Gi-hun's team and made a joke about the baby. They were a group of 5, but he said that if they were asked to form a group of 6, they would still be complete thanks to the baby. The psychopath had already thought of the baby as a full player back then. Spoilers that went too far. In the grand finale, we met this player, number 203. Many considered him a random, irrelevant character, but he's played by an actor you've probably seen before. This is Choi Gui-wa, whom we already saw in the popular movie Train to Busan. In that story, he played the homeless man who saved the protagonist of the story many times. We must remember that the protagonist of that movie was Gong Yoo, who is now the recruiter in Squid Game. Everything is connected. After the premiere, many fans started writing to the actors of Squid Game, and surprisingly some responded. The most notable is actor Lee Sung-woo, who played player number 226. This player was the friend of the evil old man, and also fought against player 120 in the maze game. Many fans wrote to him on Instagram to congratulate him on his work, and the actor responded with kind messages. The actor is really friendly. He even uploads to his Instagram stories, with videos and photos made by his fans. If any of you write to him and get a response, please let me know in the comments. Now we know that the shaman was a fraud and always lied. However, she still got some prophecies right. For example, the following. In the maze game, the shaman teamed up with player number 100 to find the exit. But in the end, the old man betrayed her and took her keys. In this situation, the shaman cast a sort of curse on him. She said the following. The gods will crush you. They will break your spine and skull. Then they will explode your organs, and you will agonize in pain until you die. Of course, we know this came true. Player 100 reached the final and was about to win, but he was eliminated by player 333. If we look at how the old man ended up, we'll notice his body is crooked, as if his spine was broken. This is exactly as the shaman said, plus his head also exploded. I have to censor the image for YouTube, but you know how it ended. So the shaman's prophecy was perfect. His spine and head were destroyed. Before I leave, I want to talk about something important. Recently, news went viral about a supposed interview with the series director. In it, the director confirmed that if Thanos had survived, he would have protected the baby of player 222. He even said that Thanos would have helped player 222 cross the bridge carrying her. I've seen this information on many pages and videos, and even fans have created comics and animations about the topic. So, I started investigating, and I have to tell you something sad. This information is false. There is no source of the supposed interview. It's just a fake news story that went viral, and everyone shared as if it were true. I seriously looked for a source. I did it in English, Spanish, Korean. But there is no data to support that this interview existed. I wish it were real, but I have to tell you the truth. If any of you find the genuine source, you can send it to me, and I'll gladly make a video about it. That's all for today. If you liked the video, you'd really help me out by leaving a like. That would be legendary. Also, remember to subscribe to see more videos like this. Thanks for listening. My name is Charlie, and I'll see you in the future.